Hi everyone! Today I will be doing an everyday look that's perfect for running errands using the Laura Geller Eye Wearables palette. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start by priming my eyes using my Bare Minerals Primetime Eye Primer. And I'm going to apply that all over the lid and up to the brow. Next, I'm actually going to be using a concealer. It's a Bare Minerals concealer in Bisque. Perfect color to use under the brow as a highlighter as well, and down to the lid. Next, I'm going to start with my palette, and I'm just using the brush that came in the palette. It's actually a double-ended brush, but I'm going to start with this side that's rounded right into the buttercream first. As I'm going right into that burnished gold, and I'm using the same brush again, and I'm going to sweep that just from about halfway across my lashes to the outer corner, and then I'm going to sweep it into the V and up into the crease. This does not have to be precise. And then I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. This is just an all-over shadow brush, but it's fluffy. That's why I like it. And I'm going to circle it up into the crease to mix those shades, to blend them together. That was my cat who came to help. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same brush again, and I'm going to use the other side. It's a liner brush, so it's angled. And I'm going to go into that Spiced Coffee, that matte brown shade, and I'm going to deepen up where I've covered straight across the lashes here, and just a little bit into the V, and then I'm going to blend that out again. Okay, so I'll take my blending brush again and kind of concentrate it right in that V to smoke it out a little bit. A bit more of that bisque under the brow bone. You may also choose to use a shimmery shade, since the shades that we're using have a mainly matte finish. You could use a shimmering highlighter under the brow, but I'm going to keep it pretty muted today, pretty matte, except for my liner. So I'm going to start, yeah, they're helping. I'm going to start my liner by using just a shimmery bronzish color. This is from Tarte. It's Skinny Smolder Eyes Amazonian Waterproof Clay Liner in Sunstone Bronze. And this step is completely optional. Sephora liner mascara that is in Sunset Copper, and add a little bit of glitter. So I'm just going to use that to line over the bronze. Next, I'm taking my Mally Volumizing Mascara. This is in black. When you are coating with your mascara, make sure that you wiggle the brush right at the base of the lashes, as that adds a bit of volume. I usually wind up wiggling my head, but I start out wiggling the brush and then run it through. Before I do anything else, I am going to prime my face with my spackle. It's Laura Geller Spackle Primer. And I'm using my YBF brow pencil in Universal Taupe. So I'm just going to use short little strokes to fill in any areas that are maybe a little bit sparse. I personally prefer a little bit of a thicker but still groomed brow. But I don't have time to try to keep them perfect. I just don't have that kind of time. Now my spackle is dry. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm using my YBF Concealer Trio. And I'm going to use the middle shade here and go right with my ring finger right under my eyes because I have very dark circles, and so I find that if I use this before I put on my foundation, just a little bit of it beforehand, that it really helps to cover that up so that my foundation doesn't have to work so hard. My foundation color matches, so I don't want it to match to the darkness. The foundation that I'm using is from Josie Maran. It is the Instant Self-Adjusting Light Medium Foundation, and it came with this brush, so I'm going to use the brush to apply it today. And it goes on white, and then as you blend it in, it changes to match your skin tone. I'm going to do a little bit of contouring, but nothing overly zealous. I'm not talking Kardashians here. But I'm just going to take the lightest shade I'm also going to use the darkest shade in the trio as a contour cream on the top of my cheekbone, and kind of subtly there to blend it out a little bit. Right down the sides of my nose to thin my nose out a bit. And then I'm going to use the lightest shade and go straight down the center of my nose. I am going to set it all with my YBF yellow powder. For my blush, I'm using the Argan Color Stick color Tender Heart, which is a peachy pink shade that I think goes well with the gold in my eye color. And I'm just going to dab a little bit on my finger and run it right on the apples of my cheeks, and then kind of smush it in so it looks the most natural. And I'm also going to use this as a lip color. That is the finished look. If you liked what you saw, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. And also please leave me a comment and tell me what you would like to see in the future. So thank you for watching. Peace and love.